There we are. Hi, Curtis.
Howdy.
Thanks for helping my project.
Of course.
Well, did you know that NASA's planning to send astronauts back to the moon?
I haven't been following much of NASA because they haven't been in the news lately, but I'm all for that. I mean, we're near NASA as it is.
So you'd be excited about us actually
Absolutely.
having astronauts back on the moon.
Absolutely. Space is one of those, frontiers that we still know very little about. I actually just remember looking at an article yesterday that was talking about axioms, and that blew my mind at the idea that there are, molecules that are the entire size of our galaxy.
Wow.
So, the fact that we still know that little about it makes me much more intrigued and inclined to support something like that. So, yes, absolutely. Let's go back to the moon.
When you think about the future of humanity, 200 years out,
Yeah.
what does it look like to you?
Well, if things continue the way they're going, I don't think we're going to be on a much habitable planet at this point. I do see us eventually colonizing the stars and terraforming in some way, like we see in all science fiction games and movies and whatnot. But I don't know how much of that's going to be utopian versus dystopia. If we're going to have a successful future or some capitalist dystopian hellscape where Amazon owns the entire galaxy.
Oh my goodness. I hope it's a utopian.
I would hope so too, but I mean, who knows?
That's true. I mean, it's probably pockets of utopia and pockets of dystopia,
Oh, yeah.
Interacting.
For every Weyland Yutani, you'll have something that's a little bit, yeah, this is great.
That's true. If you could, would you take a trip to space?
No.
No, why not?
I have thalassophobia. I'm deathly afraid of on the deep water.
Okay.
And knowing that I have nowhere to go if that ship implodes, or
Okay.
if I don't have any life force for that, I'd be deathly afraid of doing that. Plus, I've seen what the astronauts have to do in order to build their bodies, that kind of stuff. I don't think I'm in that category yet. If it does get to a point though where it is safe and it is cost effective, maybe. But I don't know if we'll ever have that in my lifetime.
Well, whenever you say safe, so one way to kind of measure safety is how many people have to go ahead of you before you're I'll do it.
As long as I know I'm not in the hands of the Titan submarine people, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Which is kind of too soon, sorry, but yeah, the sad reality of that. I would need to see safety reports. I would need to see things like accidents that happen and what is the severity of those accidents, what is the success versus failure rate of certain things, likelihood. I don't fly often, so I don't like being in the sky, obviously, but I do know that statistically speaking, me flying is a lot safer than me probably swimming in the ocean, probably.
Okay.
So I'm not opposed to it. I just have a very active imagination.
I know, all the different ways.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, Curtis, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Of course, man. You have a great day, and I hope your blog is successful with this stuff, man. Because honestly, when I was in college, got to touch moon rocks, and feeling that alien matter is mind-opening, because it really makes you see just how little you are in the grand scheme of things.
And in terms of being successful, I feel like just getting to actually talk to you and have this conversation is success to me.
Thank you. I hope this is how I impact my students when I'm in the classrooms. I understand.
Oh, do you teach?
Yeah, high school English.
Oh, wow. That's great.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
I love it.
Wow.
But keep up the work, man. I hope we have more success with NASA. I mean, I know that with SpaceX making its way down here, there's a lot of competition with government grants and whatnot, and I don't want them to get the grants, but we'll see how it plays out,
Well, sounds good. Well, thank you so much, Curtis.
No problem, man.